Now, welcome to the next segment, the next module, which is going to show you how to read a Renko chart. Okay, so as you can see, the Renko chart is moving right now, and you can see that it makes it a shadow. That means it's not established yet, which means it's not solidified. So as you know, we're looking at the Nasdaq Futures, and we have a Renko box size 10. And so what that means is that if it moves 10 points and sustains at 10 points, it's going to solidify, right? So right now in 4 seconds, in 3 seconds, 2, 1, now it solidifies. Then it solidifies, as you can see now. So it moved 10 plus points and it sustained for that period of time, okay? So what period is this? What is the time frame? The time frame is at 1 minute, as you can see right up there. So the way you look and read the Renko chart is this. It is a combination of the box size and the time frame. So as you saw earlier, because it had moved 10 points on the Nasdaq Futures commodity, and it had moved 10 plus points and sustained 10 plus points for 1 minute. That is when it then solidifies and tells you that in that 1 minute time frame, it's moving in the downward direction. Okay? If we make this 5 minutes, for example, now you're looking at it on the 5 minute, you can see that it's still in shadows because it hasn't done a full 5 minutes yet. Once it does a full 5 minutes, it's going to solidify these two Renkos, because these two Renkos, if they hold for 5 minutes, will be exactly 10 points each, and therefore will solidify once the 5 minutes is up. It'll establish, solidify, same thing, okay? And so that's how you look at it. And the great thing about this is that you can go into smaller time frame and it's still smooth. For example, you can tell overall that the price movement of the Nasdaq commodity right now is downward, okay? And that's what it does for you. You can't easily read this downward action with a candlestick chart. So this is why it is great. And so while you're looking at this, you now know, okay, my next best move is either to wait for a pullback to go in for a short, for example, or to see if there is any zones like right here at 21,560 for Nasdaq to go in potentially for a long. It all depends on what your strategy is, okay? Now, there is another part of the Renko, which is not that important, but it can be, again, depending on the type of strategy that you're formulating. So there is a setting called wick, okay? If we click the wick, you are now going to see wicks on the Renko, okay? There's a wick there, there's a wick there, and so on. What does the wick signify? The wick signifies that there was a major pullback. So for example, if we look at this one right here, it pulled one more in the direction downward of 10 points or more, but it never solidified within a minute. And it pulled right back up and went to solidify up here, okay? So that's what that means. The wick usually signifies that there was a price movement of at least one or more Renkos in the other direction, right? But it never actually solidified, right? So the wicks can tell you different things about the price movement. It can be good, again, depending on your strategy, and it might be useless depending on the strategy that you have, which is why Tradingiew themselves made it a setting that you can turn on and turn off, okay? The great thing about this is that the wicks, at least sometimes, will tell you and give you a better understanding of what the high or the low was for that particular 1 minute session. Okay, so this is how you read them. It's the same thing for any other futures commodity. It is all based on the box size, and it's based on the close. And so for as long as you understand the box size that you want to use, and you understand the things that you need to use it for, you can now set up your own Renko charts and start trading away. My name again is TJ, and thank you for watching all of the modules. Take care.